Hello, YouTube. We are back for another episode in relation to Jeremy's Detective Comics. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for following this wonderful conservation project. Thank you for being supporters of the channel. Before we begin, check out my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. The modern tier, the books are pretty good, I think. There's some nice ones that are going to go to one lucky winner. Here is just a small amount of the books. We got Batman. Look at that. Modern Batman, Golden Age Batman. Batman's getting his back broken by Bane. And essentially, the 4,000 subscriber giveaway is going to give books away from every era. Modern, bronze, silver, and golden. They are for you. They are for my viewers. One lucky viewer. I wish I can give all my viewers and supporters a bunch of comics, but I don't have that many. So what are we going to do today? What we're going to do today is I want you to say goodbye to this cover, because this cover is going to be put into my tool chest under lock and key. I have a dedicated drawer to very high-end books, and we are going to say goodbye, as I said, because this is not going to be looked at until we are pretty close to be finished with the interior. And from this point forward, it's all going to be about the interior. So right here, I have a new bag, Golden Age board and bag. I use just regular, the plastic bags. I do not like Mylar, because Mylar, I think, is a little dangerous. They're too tight and rigid. I'm going to use my bone. This is a Line Coast 6-inch bone. I use it for pretty much every upload. We can't be using the digits because they're not as finesseful as the bone. If you want to purchase this bone, I'm doing product placement. I already have some nice commissions based on my uploads, and I'm going to continue it. I don't ask for subscriber. I take that back. I don't know what it is. I guess channel promotions where you pay monthly fees to have special things for a channel provider to give to the viewers. No, that's not me. I'm okay with what I receive from the revenues from YouTube, as well as now this other little gimmick that I have, Amazon revenue. So if you want to purchase this, I'm going to leave the link in the description. If you want to get it, please use my link. It's the same price as going to Amazon and purchase it through my link. If you're going to do shopping in Amazon, use my link and maybe I get a little commission for that as well. So what we're going to do is I'm going to place the back cover into a new bag and board. And we're going to put this away, and we're going to do the same thing for the front cover. Look how nice that goes in, everyone. Easy peasy, you see? It's not tight, it's not rigid, it's not all shiny like the Mylars. No, this is the way to go if you want to store your books. And whenever I place a book in or take a book out, I always use the board. Look at that, like a shelf. You use the board, you pull it out, and you'll have no issue with damaging the book if you're careful. Also, blue tape. This is the blue tape I use. I know Loston Wallace, who's one of my good supporters, great friend of the channel, he likes to use the release, there was a release Scotch tape. I'm not sure whether I would like it. I'm sure I trust anything that Loston says, but I just have so much of this blue tape. Loston, maybe when I am done with the blue tape, I'll check out the tape that you recommended. Now, I get this from Amazon as well, the blue tape. Okay, guys, we're back. Unfortunately, I film with my iPhone, and what happened was someone called for work, and it stopped the recording. I really hope that I recorded all of the first segment of this upload, and it went through. And that's one of the downfalls of using an iPhone sometimes, because if a phone call comes in, it shuts off the actual video recording. So we're going to put the cover in for nice safety purposes. We're going to keep it out of the way for everything. Look how that looks beautiful in the nice plastic and backer board. So these are going to go bye-bye. Okay, let me put them into my storage location. So that's gone. And believe me, my house is well protected. You don't want to come into my house trying to steal things. Okay, so what are we going to do now? What we're going to do now is take a look at that. This is my humidity chamber. And all it is, let's make it a little bit bigger, the camera. All it is a tub that I use, and I have my tray right here. And this is my leaf casting tray. And it is the egg crate or the lighting fixture with the toilet seat covers that I use, right? I've been using this for quite some time. I invented this, or at least I haven't seen it any other place. I was looking by Home Depot, going through the aisles, seeing what I can use for my mad science projects. And I was going to leave a link for Amazon for the egg crates, but I decided not to. And the reason why I decided not to is because I priced it out. Amazon is a lot more expensive. If you want to get the egg crates to do this, you go to Home Depot, and it's in the lighting section. You can buy a big 4x or 2x4 sheet, and you have to cut it using plastic cutter nibs. So anything that I refer my viewers to in Amazon, I am going to let you know whether it's worth the price, because I would never do that to my followers and subscribers for the sake of making a few dollars. I would only recommend Amazon with the links if it is a good price, the price that I, in fact, would pay. So what are we doing, Jerry? Other than talking and being a salesman? Well, the goal, or what I want to do, and let's talk about it before I get to the point. What I want to do is I want to basically put humidity into this book. This book, or the interior of the book, is very dry. And the reason why I want to introduce slowly humidity is because I need to press the book flat. And I'm sure Billy Rice would be very happy with me doing that. And the reason why I want to press the book flat is everyone knows we are going to do leaf casting, tear seals, and you can't leaf cast a page when it is rounded and not perfectly flat, or at least I can't do it, and I don't think anyone can do it, because you're not going to get a good result. So I'm not going to just take this book and put it in my book binding press, copy press / Big Bertha. No, we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is I am going to put it in the humidity chamber, and we're going to put it in anywhere from 24 hours to a little bit longer, give or take. Not weeks, you can't do that. 24 hours, give or minus, okay? Plus or minus a few hours. And then once I take it out, that's going to be the next episode. But the important thing in doing this also is, just because we are going to leaf cast the book and we're going to do a lot of repairs to the book, there are still a lot of folds in the interior wrap. And this is a classic example right here. And if I go through each wrap, you will see that there are many folds and dog ears and things of that nature that I want to try to correct before I flatten it out. So we are going to inject the humidity, then we're going to do the repairs with making sure each page is flattened out, and we're going to use different tools, and I'll show you which tools, and then we're going to slowly press it, and we're going to make it nice and flat to do our dry cleaning. So I have a bottle of, a small bottle of Poland Spring. You can use, I like bottled water to use, 16.9 ounces. We're going to put it in the bottom, just like that. Okay? Now, in the past, I've used just plain water. But you know what? I'm just going to put a little soap in there too, Palmolive, non-bacterial soap. And the reason why I'm going to put it is just to give it a little nice fragrance. Not that it's going to disrupt the actual old comic smell, but we're going to loosen things up. We're going to loosen some of the dirt up with the soap, and when the humidity goes into the actual book, whether this is true or not, I don't know. I didn't perform a science project about it or use calculations or different types of scientific mechanisms, but it's just a gut feeling. Now what I want to do is I want to put a piece of Ramay down. It's an old piece of Ramay. It's not being used for leaf casting or anything like that. It's just to prevent or to put a protective barrier down on the book, just like that, so it doesn't rest on the plastic. Next I want to do is I want to take, and I've done this in the past, about half of the book up, half of the wraps. Okay, and matter of fact, I don't even have to do it that way. I'm going to use 1, 2, 4 straws. And I like to take a few straws and just randomly pick a page to lift up. We're not counting or we're not doing anything that it has to be exact. And I'm just going to place a straw just like that. And the reason why is I like to open up the pages so they're not resting on one another, and just make a little channel for the humidity to go in and to penetrate the pages easier. Okay, just like that. And we'll put one across like that. And I'll do the same for the other side. And this, like I said, is just to let easier access of the humidity when the water starts to condensate, and it will just make it a little bit nicer. Now what I'll do is I'm going to take another piece of Ramay, a used piece. These are scrap pieces, and I'll drop it on top like that. And I'm going to cover it. And what I will do periodically, say in the next 3 hours, maybe in the next 4 hours, 6 hours, it really depends on how the humidity is penetrating, how the water is penetrating the book. I may put a slight weight, and I've done this in the past, on the spine. Slight weight, nothing crazy. I have different glasses that I can use, small, big pieces of glass. I may even take another grate that I have like this and just use the grate and put the grate down like that and just leave it. But we're not going to do that now. We're going to let this rest in the humidity chamber. And then what I want to do is close it up like this. And this is the wrong top, so I'm going to have to get the other top that's in my other storage room. And then we're just gonna leave it nice and let it just rest with the water and the soap, and just have a nice time with this Golden Age book inside the humidity chamber. Next time I'll take it out, we're gonna put it on our workbench, and I'm gonna clean up all the dog ears, and then we're gonna make one stack, and then we're gonna press it in Big Bertha very lightly, not a lot of pressure, and let it dry. And then I'll have nice clean flat sheets to start the dry cleaning. So I appreciate your support. We're done with this upload. Again, if you're not subscribed, please do. It really is appreciated when I get new subs. Watch out for the 4,000 subscriber giveaway. It's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to the bronze tier. Believe me, people will be happy. And that's it, guys. So thank you and stay tuned.